Hello everyone. Welcome back to the another episode of podcast series. So today we are going to break down the company in the online grocery store which is named Bigbasket. So we are going to tell about how it started and how they are evolved around these years. So today we have Aravind and Haif to discuss about that. So let's get started session. So when we talk about Bigbasket, let's start from the beginning. So, Big Basket is something. It's not just started in the name of only in the name of the Big Basket. So, firstly, it's an online grocery store. It's one of the first Indian online grocery store. They started as FabMart.com. So, FabMart.com is one of the India's first e-commerce platform in 1999. So at that time in 1999, these type of e-commerce online grocery platforms is not something people are much aware of. So they are the first to introduce or establish this kind of business into the market. So so they thought of this kind of business and they have established this type of business. So further will be explained by Hive.
Yeah, in the early days, FabMart faced significant challenges, including internet penetration and consumer skepticism about online shopping. In this decade, thus hurdles, the company focused on building a strong brand and trust through quality product and reliable service. Next, it was really about being the part of first way of .com boom in India. Back then, the internet was still in this infancy here. E-commerce was uncharted reality, but the co-founders who were tech-savvy and ambitious saw the potential in the selling of goods online, even if it was not quite as a mainstream as it is today. Over
Yeah,
with you, Aravind.
as you both are saying that they were definitely genius in that sense. I think one of the co-founder talked about had predicted the future would be like everyone would buy everything online. Whereas in order to save time, they predicted that everyone would waste money or spend money, huge money, in order to save their time and get their product as soon as possible they wish to get. So even if it is cassette or books or jewelry, they was ready to buy it from online so that they could save their time.
So
Over to Paulin.
okay. So adding on to that, when we talk about the e-commerce online grocery platform, it's not something, as I said earlier, it's not something which is people are really used to do, something which has been used for the longer period of time. In fact, at the first year, they didn't get much revenue or a initial transaction itself. So it was just a tough and hard period for the fabmart.com, which is now called as the big basket. So because this e-commerce wasn't much has been used among the people, so their infrastructure something which is not yet people are not get used to it. So mostly few people have the knowledge of the online platforms and using the payment gateways through the online and do the online transactions, but not much. Much of the people don't get used to it because they didn't have that much knowledge in that. So it is where this fabmart.com is something, the business which they created a solution when the problem doesn't even existed, or like when we can also tell that people didn't know that problem itself. So it's something far beyond the reality, it seems. So they started in back 1999. So at that time it is too hard for the people to get adapted to that.
It was ahead of the curve, but what's amazing is that insight of giving up when FactMart.com did not take off. They provided. They did not just grab this idea, their idea, they took it to offline and launched Fab Mall. which became a physical retail chain. Aravind.
Yeah, as you are saying that people in India was not ready in that time for online shopping for groceries. So what they did is they launched physical stores which people would visit and buy their products. So they what they thought was to give a good retail experience in the first, so that they can create a goodwill, so that if they work on their online stores in the future, it would also be a successful one, so that they started opening stores and focused on more on traditional way of shopping.
Yes, adding on to what Aravind has said, the physical stores. The physical stores was something which is around 2006. It has grown around in a huge way. It is they had 300 stores across the South India, which was a huge growth in the market. It's because most of the people have to like to experience the product physically. So it shows how important to recognize the right market. In that time period. So after that, they sold the physical store to Aditya Birla Groups, but the physical stores was something which had created a huge growth and development in the market for the fabmod.com.
Yeah, yes, that's correct. They are telling Fab Mall was a smart move because it gave them the capital and freedom to think about their next venture. They could have easily retired after that, but they were far from done, and that's when the idea of big buckets started brewing. I mean,
As Haif was saying that once they sell their store, they was waiting for right time to jump into the business. So they waited for the right time so that they could acquire their market. And by the year 2011, e-commerce was blooming, or it became into existence for Indian people also. So what they did is they thought that year would be suitable for them to jump into this particular business.
Yes. So in 2000, when talking about 2011, is the birth of Big Basket. So in that time period, which is 2011 and that era, it seems where the uh, e-commerce and smartphones are evolved. People are much aware of the online platforms and online stores, e-commerce platforms. But still, groceries were not something where people are used to buy, didn't buy in the online. It's big because there's something which they felt like to get in a physical way. So after that, they thought launch the Big Basket through the online mode. So how they thought Big Basket it's the right time to launch will be explained by Haif.
yeah, I think they saw that while people are willing to buy things like electronics and clothing online, grocery shopping was still untouched territory. Unlike books or gadgets, groceries are the part of our daily lives. People need them regularly, and it made sense of to try and solve that problem.
Yeah, Kaif, as you were saying that it was an untouched territory. So during the year 2011, no one has thought to deliver groceries through online. So that particular thing was far ahead during that time. So this groceries is not an easy deal, right? So unlike electrical or fashion appearance, groceries don't be fresh for a long time. Like groceries has major challenges like freshness, variety, quick delivery, and if someone need groceries, it would be like they would have that particular demand for only for within a short period of time. So they had an huge logistic problem, and by the year 2011, that this particular thing was way ahead for people. So they were not perfect during that time. Like they was far ahead, so started their business. So power to you, Haif.
So
Yeah, Paulin.
So what is Aravind is telling is something which is really important, that which since when they started the big basket, they didn't have their own warehouses when they started. So they actually used to buy the products from the metro cash and carry stores and delivering them to the customers when they are directly to the customers when they are needed. So it is something which is so complex, and it is a complicated thing to do when they are started. This is a one main thing, main thing which need to be addressed when they have started, it seems. So I felt the
Yeah, it was a happy way to start the, but it worked because they kept their operations lean. At the time, the building a full-fledged warehouse network would have been expensive and risky. They were being practical by leveraging what was already available. Aravind.
Yeah, if this particular company reminds me of something which is known as Amazon. So Amazon was also a startup during the initial stages, right? So what Amazon did is they too started with a small minimal infrastructure. So and they scaled gradually due to their customers increase in customers. So the Big Basket did, is also was doing something similar to that. What they did is they started a basic model, and once it reached the target customers, they started to scale. And also when they found out their logistics, they scaled rapidly.
Yes. So in by 2015, they had figured out they have figured out what's their problem lies. So they introduced the dark store model. So dark store model, which something they created, identified the important places and key areas. So they created these small warehouses. So to reduce the delivery times and to improve and to meet the customer needs, so they started their small warehouses. So through their small warehouses, their delivery speed has also improved. So they can ultimately it reflected in their customer expectation, meeting their customer expectations. So that was a game changer in that period. That
Yeah,
was
the dark store model was revolutionary. They did not need huge warehouse spaces like traditional retailers. Inside, the small, strategically placed warehouse allowed them to fulfill the order fast, and the introduction of express delivery was a game changer for customers who need groceries urgently. Aravind?
Yeah, Haif, as you are saying that today companies like Blinkit and Zepto has built an empire. So what they are doing is that they are providing 10 minutes delivery concept. So which is a great one, right? So what was the foundation for this is this groceries e-commerce groceries delivery services which was started by Bigbasket. So they build an basement for this kind of companies, and what they also did is they rushed into peak delivery races. So like they thought that their customers shouldn't wait for a long period of time. So that what they did is they introduced rapid delivery services, which they were doing like providing instant delivery service with effectiveness. Over to you, Paulin.
Yes. So let's talk about how they have how their journey has become now. So in 2019, Big Basket has achieved its major one thing, which is they joined the Unicorn Club, which is they have raised around 150 million dollars and achieved valuation of around 1.2 billion. So which was something very huge for them to attain. So and at what point and in what way they have that made them to outstand and recognize among the other competitors like Amazon and Grofers will be explained by the Hive.
Yeah, I think it comes down to their customer focus. They are were not just trying to offer groceries; they were trying to offer the best experience in the possible way. Whether it was the wide range of products, the quality control measures, or the delivery options in the big bucket was always focused on their meeting customer expectations. Or
Yeah, Kaif, I agree that one. So also their early adoption of technology has also played a huge role. So it was not just about selling groceries immediately. It was also like constantly monitoring the behind the scenes. So they were analyzing the process, and they are also using data for many things like finding out the customer demand, which product is in high demand and which was in low demand, and also which product to invest. So this gave them a significant edge over others.
Yes. So, at and in May 2021, the Tata Digital acquired 64 percentage of stake in the big basket for somewhere around 1.5 billion to 2 billion dollars. So after that, when we even the one of the co-founders of the Big Basket, Vipul Parekh, was also really maintained the innovative culture within the Big Basket, and they look forward to evolve and grow in their own ways, it seems. So they have talked using the Tata ecosystem to Big Basket's advantage. So that is why they are really seeing the positive insights inside the market. So they even Vipul Parekh, the co-founder of the Big Basket, also said that they are using the Tata ecosystem is in Big Basket's advantage. So they're leveraging in Tata's supply chain and logistics to make deliveries more efficiently, and even if they are not jumping on the instant delivery. So it is something one of the win-win situation. It's like it's advantage. Both the companies are benefiting in that, both the Big Basket and in the Tata groups. So that is all about Big Basket. That is how it started, and that is how it has evolved so far. So thank you for listening. I hope you find it useful.